Hey, what's up, everybody? We're here live at the Brooklyn Bowl with special guest Chris White. Check it out.
And we are here for the Unnamed Show.
But super excited, jumped out, running all over the house.
Anything Vegas, pretty much.
Everything Vegas.
I don't know if that's the case.
Oh, you
And
gotta
they're like hanging out,
see
doing
what happens.
nothing.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brendan King from the Brendan King Group at Simply Vegas.
Jack Palermo from the Brendan King Group at Simply Vegas.
And this is episode 14 of the Unnamed Show. Hey, we're here live at the Brooklyn Bowl. So last week we told you we're going to take a little trip.
Field trip.
Yes. We got our permission slips signed, and we're here with Chris White. What's up, Chris?
Hey, guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for visiting us.
Yeah,
Appreciate
of course, man. Thanks for having us. Chris is the COO of Brooklyn Bowl, which... What the heck is the Brooklyn Bowl? The thing is, I can't believe I've never been here.
Yeah.
You gave me a little tour today. It's incredible. Can you tell everybody a little bit about what's different about the Brooklyn Bowl?
First of all, you have no excuse.
I don't have an excuse. I have no excuse.
He has
at
no
all.
excuse.
You are a hardworking guy, but still, there's no excuse.
No excuse.
No, I think Brooklyn Bowl is a combination. We're a combination concert venue, bowling alley, restaurant, and bar that brings those things together in a really dynamic way where you can, Jack and I can be on a lane and eating really good blue ribbon fried chicken.
The chicken looks amazing.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I had to cut back on it because I was just gaining too much weight.
Look at this. We're showing it right now. It's like,
And that, we'll serve that at the lane. We're bowling, we're having a good time, and we turn around and we're on the side of the stage, next to Jack White. That's performing. That actually has performed here.
Yes.
And here's a shot of the venue. Chris was nice enough to give us a tour. The lighting rig, the sound rig. There's actually a band in there right now warming up. So while we're actually talking right now, you can hear the guy warming up the guitar on the stage. So, what, as far as venue-wise, like size-wise, what makes you guys even venue different for Vegas? Like, why should a band come here?
So in Vegas, we're very unique in the fact that we really are an independent venue, different from what you'd see at any of the casinos where they have a showroom or a concert venue that's in their kind of larger resort. We are an independent venue that, just like, smaller venues that you'd see in any other town. And so we'll do shows of any type that will bring in people that are going to buy tickets, they're going to come have fun, eat and drink with us. We're not going to put on casino shows. That's why you see a lot of different types of entertainment that will come to our room.
And you don't have the casino hovering over you, telling you what you have to do.
Exactly.
And things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Our goal is anything that will sell tickets to adults that are going to eat and drink and behave themselves. We're pretty open-minded.
And the bowling alley is sick, like LED screens on the back.
Double-decker?
Yeah, double-decker, 16 lanes on each floor, right? I think you had mentioned.
Yep, and that's what makes it really unique is that you can be doing all that stuff at once. When I go to a normal venue now,
You're like, I'm bored.
I'm bored.
Yeah.
I'll get a beer. I'll get Jack and Mick Ultra.
Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah.
My favorite.
And then I'm just like, all right, unless the show is really, kind of really engaging, it's kind of like.
But you made a good point before while we were hanging out. You're kind of telling me about it. And, like, if I go to a concert, I leave the house, I maybe go out somewhere, then you got to wander over to where the venue is. You get in there, they turn the lights on, and you're like, oh, God, who am I with? And then you leave. You made a good point. Literally, the concert ends, and people spill right back out to the bowling alley.
And that's
bar.
our goal, is that instead of saying, oh, I got to go find a pregame spot, a place to go have dinner, then I'm going to go see the show, and then I'm going to go someplace else, you can do it all here.
So I really don't have an excuse that I haven't.
You have
been
zero
No,
excuse.
you haven't. I've probably been here at least 50 times since I moved here.
We can't get rid of Jack, and you never show up.
Jack was asleep on the couch when we got here today, actually.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
So what else, like, music-wise, I noticed, like, just from the different bands that you guys have, what type of music, do you veer toward a certain type of music, or is it?
As I said, we're really eclectic.
Yeah.
Across,
You've had reggae,
we do your traditional reggae, your island reggae. We'll do, we have all, kind of alternative indie bands like Japanese Breakfast is coming up here. We have
indie bands have the best names.
That's a great name, right?
It's amazing. It's amazing.
But then we'll have
Tamago Taki,
like harder stuff like Dance Gavin Dance is coming up. Your Southern California kind of '90s rock with Bad Religion. come in a couple weeks that we're really excited about. And then we got the Disco Biscuits when Fish is at MGM Grand.
It's like the mini Fish.
Yes, well, they're like like a jam band, and we'll have them late night. Jack will be at those shows. It starts about 1 a.m.
Yeah,
Wheels on the car make contact with road.
Yes, that's a Fish song. Yes.
I know,
very good.
Nice, very
My
good.
sister used to play it.
Very cool.
We go across, but then we have guys from the Wu-Tang Clan coming in November. We're
Three Chambers.
We're doing the Catalina Wine Mixer with the Yacht Rock cover band.
Yeah, every year. I might as well just fall asleep on the couch again.
Yes.
We do.
We're Yacht
really
Rock
well.
fans, just so you guys are aware here.
The Yacht Rock's been great, and we've been doing we have emo night. So if you guys are into emo, I'm a little old for it, but I know.
Same.
My kids have to tell me what emo is, because that's even like a group of kids at school right now, and I don't even know.
I call it emu sometimes, and I just forget.
You're way off.
Yeah. Think of that Liberty Mutual commercial, but anyway.
So literally, you've got everything. Like you've got every kind of band possible, as long as it sells 2,500 seats. It
doesn't necessarily have to be a sellout. We'll sell up to 2,500, but if we'll do different size shows and so on. It's just trying to bring great content into our room that people want to come out and enjoy. And we're also a great place for private events, office parties. We'll go from groups of 5 people to all the way to 3,000 people.
Wow.
We do giant, especially here in Vegas with the giant shows that come through.
And even right now, like we're sitting in a special room.
Mm-hmm.
What did you call this?
We call this the Roxy Room, but it's like our private dining room.
Like we look like we're in a library. It's pretty cool, but like you guys have a lot of great little spots even within the venue. So for like a corporate event,
exactly,
I could see why this would be a great place. Yeah.
And a lot of nights, if there's a show going on, it's just it's a bonus for the folks that have events with us. Kind of you can go a lot of places and have your party, but not one where you have a kind of live music and an event going on at the same time.
Yeah. So where do you see where's music today in Vegas, I would say, compared to the past, and where do you see it going in the next 12, 24 months?
Yeah, I mean it's been I moved here in 2004, and really to see the growth, especially in ticketed live entertainment in Las Vegas, just over the past since that time has been unbelievable. Between the residencies that Caesars first started with Celine Dion, and then expanded in the Coliseum, and then over at Planet Hollywood, and then MGM got in on the act, and kind of when they built the Park Theater, and then even now kind of Resorts World, what they're doing, it's kind of huge. I mean, they just basically bought every act.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting. And then when the Cosmopolitan opened, really as far as kind of like bringing new music and kind of definitely more kind of younger, more current music, between what they did with the Chelsea, what they did with Book and Stage, which doesn't exist anymore, which was amazing. They would bring these kind of small acts in,
about that one.
and it was free. Yeah. It was on the casino floor. Like I saw Foster the People there before they blew up. They were just playing on the casino floor. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist anymore. But what they did really changed. Between they did, Caesars did, and then I think when we came to town, we really broadened it out.
I don't think music didn't hit until you guys got here.
Of course not.
Yes.
There was no music played on the screen.
No music never existed until
never.
Of course not.
No, it was just Wayne Newton and Tom Jones.
Obviously, it's been a tough 18 months with kind of everything that's with the shutdown and opening back up, but we're back, and music in Vegas is really we're calling this Rocktober coming up, and it's going to be
huge.
It's going to be big for us, and it's big across there. But then you look at a lot of the other entertainment venues that have popped up just recently, between the Rose Rabbit Lives and the Delilahs and the Mayfairs, which kind of the supper club.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Really, really exciting, kind of interesting, new concepts that are coming to the market that really just wouldn't work in many other places.
And
it's
even
really the dynamic of Las Vegas.
Like outside this balcony here, we could see the Sphere, which you and I were chatting about. We were all standing outside. We were like, this is just even that as a venue is incredible. And we have no idea what to expect, and nor probably do they. But
it's going to be spectacular.
Yeah,
it's going to be the greatest IMAX theater you've ever been to.
Yeah, literally.
It's 17,500 seats.
It's going to be wild.
It's going to be
17,000.
17,500.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
It is the scale of it, the technology in it. It's a very, very ambitious project.
But even with all these different venues, that's kind of like what we were saying down by the floor about Brooklyn Bowl is you guys have the thing about you is you're kind of timeless. Like, okay, great, you've got the Sphere, you've got these new 17,000 seat venues, but you guys are like a true. It reminds
true
me
music
of,
venue.
Yeah,
true
like
music
when I
venue.
saw Guster in New York City, like an underground place. Yeah. You guys have that definite kind of New York feel. You guys have carried the Brooklyn feel here
And Chicago feel, but that's fine.
Never heard Chicago.
I always gotta bring it up in every episode. I do. I don't know why.
Jack, I was on a call earlier this week about a potential bowl in Chicago.
See,
hopefully there will
that's
be
what
one
I'm
there
talking.
sooner
That would be
rather than
great.
later.
That would be great. So tell us, speaking of that, how many Brooklyn Bowls are there, and where are they located?
So there are soon to be 4. There's the original in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, which opened in 2009. Then we opened in 2014. Nashville, we were supposed to open on March 12th of 2020.
Little thing got in the way.
Something got in the way.
That was the same day Amy was supposed to open her extended Pilates studio, which was March 12th when
we were supposed to open on March 13th. Yes.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
We pulled the plug on March 12th, kind of when the world ended.
But you're up.
But we're back open, and it's amazing. That room is gorgeous. It's been really well received and amazing. We've had some amazing acts in there, and even during the shutdown, we did a lot. We did a
lot of live streams, right?
We did a huge amount of live streams from there, and the room looked great. We did some really big acts, and we're really. That place is really hitting all cylinders, and kind of I'll be back there in a couple of weeks. I can't wait to go.
And it's Music Town.
Town.
I love Nashville.
Yeah. We're not on Broadway. We're a little bit off it by the minor league ballpark there, but it turned out really, really well.
Doesn't your patio overlook the minor league ballpark too?
You can get
cool.
up there and watch the game, or go and watch the show and hang out. So and then we're just about to open in Philadelphia, in the Fishtown area in Philadelphia, next to the Fillmore, in the beginning of November. We're going to open. So the teams, we actually, if anybody knows anyone in Philadelphia that wants a job at Brooklyn Bowl, we have the job fair next week.
Oh, perfect.
October 4th and 5th. And
each of your venues, what do you guys employ on a typical venue?
Well, our total team, because a lot of our team is, it's part-time, kind of hourly work and so on. We'll employ a total of between 100 to 150 people total, and our full-time staff is 20 to 30 people.
Yeah. So, hey, if you need a job in Philly, go work at the Brooklyn Bowl.
Yep.
You can have Chris as your boss.
Job fair.
Imagine working someplace that's not just a restaurant, not just a bar, not just a bowling alley, but also a music venue.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying when we were walking around. You gave us a tour. It's such a cool place for you to be able to work, and even just planning out the music acts and everything else. The food looks amazing. The kitchen's massive. How many trays did you say pass in a night?
So we've done private events, like corporate events here, where they've done a couple 100,000 pieces of tray passed hors d'oeuvres out of there in a 3-4 hour period. It's just it's a machine, kind of. It's a sight to behold. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So enough about Brooklyn Bowl. As much as we could probably talk about it for the next 2 hours.
Yes.
Well, tell us a little bit about you. Where are you from? Like a little history.
Oh no, I grew up in Western New York, but spent about 10 years in New York, where I met my wife and we went to school, and then worked on Wall Street there, and then came out here because I wanted to build casino resorts. I wanted to be part of the development team. I'm not you can see my hands. I can't build anything actually. I wanted to be.
Can you hang a picture?
No.
Yes.
And got involved in development out here, and been out here since 2004.
Which is an interesting segue, because Wall Street to rock. Is this something you had a passion about, like music and
I've always
venues?
been a music. Yeah, I've always been a music fan, and really, really interested in it. It really was a confluence of just projects that I worked on. I worked on the Link project here, where the Brooklyn Bowl is located, and the High Roller, when I worked for Caesars, and then left there, and then it just so happened that my next really 3 projects at the Cosmopolitan, and then with Brooklyn Bowl were all entertainment related, and just been working with Brooklyn Bowl since.
Found your own little niche.
I mean, it's great. It's a really fun business. It's not as sexy as you think it is.
Anything in entertainment
it's not as sexy as real estate. I can tell you that much. But it's and and I'm really, really lucky to have an amazing team that I work with here, and then kind of back the kind of my kind of the core folks that I first started with back in New York as well. Nice. And kind of it's been exciting time, and opening new venues is really exciting, and we have more on the way that we're working on now that we just haven't announced yet.
And it's fun with that. Like when we used to do showbiz, like when you put something together like that as a group, you really connect with each other. And when you launch your baby, like when Nashville opens, when Philly opens, it's like a weight off your shoulder, and also, oh great, here we go. Yeah. So I'm sure all of that has a lot of excitement in and out.
It's great. I mean, it's the great part of being in operations is that you get that thrill of when you put on a big show, and like we just had 2 sold out shows in Nashville the last couple of days, and sending me videos of it, kind of that's why we do it. It's when this place fills up and it just gets with the energy, it blows up. I mean, it's amazing.
See, now I have no choice but
that's why you do it. That's why you do it.
Oh, totally.
But it's also a grind. I'm like, you had a good month. Congratulations. It's a brand new month.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
We got more numbers. We got more numbers to beat.
Well, it's the same for us.
Yeah, same for us.
One great month, and then you're like, I was so busy last month. Oh
no, right.
But so overall, if you want to check out Brooklyn Bowl, of course, check out the website. What is the website, Chris?
BrooklynBowl.com.
I figured. I didn't want to get it wrong. But check it out, BrooklynBowl.com. Did we already show the schedule? But we'll show you guys the schedule. I think we already did. But check it out. Go to the website. Definitely come check out a show here. The venue is insane.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
And definitely come visit us, even if you're down on the Strip and looking for a place to grab a drink or a bite to eat, or
Food's amazing. Food's amazing too.
Yeah,
we're open most days.
Are beautiful. Like they're really, really nice. Yeah, and you don't have to come here just for a show, right? Can you just come here and bowl one night?
Yeah, on most nights you can come in and just if you want to eat and drink and get on the lanes, you can do that.
Cool.
So
fried chicken's amazing.
Yeah,
fried
Blue Ribbon
chicken
Chicken.
is
If you
amazing.
haven't heard of it, it's really, really good. I don't know how you guys got the recipe to that and why they let you use it, but that's pretty nice.
We know people.
It's a secret.
So don't forget, of course, we're going to have Chris hang out for the rest of the show, but don't forget to text Raiders to know. Yes. The Raiders ticket giveaway.
Yes, there it is.
So we are giving away 2 tickets to the Raiders game against the
Bears.
So on Monday, don't forget, before Monday at 4:30, I think it is.
4:30 Pacific time.
Text Raiders
before the Monday Night Football.
Text Raiders to 702-553-1955. Text Raiders to 702-553-1955. All right, what do we got here, Jack?
Well, the Raiders, speaking of the Raiders, let's talk about the Raiders. They are 3-0. They're very, very good right now. They're very good. So
who would have thought?
Peyton Barber took over for Josh Jacobs over this past weekend, ran for over 100 yards. Kind of crazy. They just signed him like 2 weeks ago. So it's pretty great. Raiders are good.
David was looking at me while I was flipping through all that. I was supposed to mention that there's only 4 days left. Monday. I flipped through all the slides, but the Raiders are looking ridiculous. Have you seen the last couple of games?
Yeah, they're impressive. I've enjoyed watching them a lot more than I enjoy watching the Bears.
The problem is,
or the Giants.
So the issue is they're going to be 4-0, probably win Monday night. But then next Sunday, the Bears come to town, and we're giving away tickets, and the Bears are going to win. But anyway, that's just me.
Are they though?
They probably won't.
And Carr looked healthy. Carr was injured, but not injured. He looked amazing.
Yeah, the Bears are a problem right now.
Yeah.
They're a big problem.
And then this weekend, after this crazy sports weekend, of course, the Aces were playing.
Aces play game 2 tonight at the Michelob Ultra Arena over at Mandalay Bay. They won their first game, and this is game 2.
So Jack named the arena.
I did. It's my favorite beer. But anyway.
But yeah, the Aces are looking good. And as always, they're rolling through. So this is game 2, you said,
Game
right?
2 tonight. Now, another big announcement that's going on in Vegas. 2 PGA events back-to-back, 2 weekends in a row. Shriners next weekend out at TPC Summerlin. You can see all the best golfers going out there. It's a FedEx Cup tournament, which is pretty cool. And then the following weekend at the new Summit Club is the CJ Cup, which last year they had it at Shadow Creek. In town here as well, and this year...
It used to be in South Korea, I believe.
Yeah, it used to be overseas, but ever since the pandemic, they moved it over to the United States, and now it's going to be at the Summit Club in Summerlin the following weekend, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be a marshal, so come out and say hi. I don't know what hole I'm going to be on, but I'm pretty excited about it.
So two back-to-back PGA events, that's huge. Vegas in all ways just seems to be growing, and it doesn't stop. I know we used to have 2 PGA events back in the day, but it's nice to
was still
years ago.
here.
Yeah, no, it was before we were here. Yeah. So besides sports, of course, we always do obviously show you real estate as well. We've got a couple current listings. So 3 of our listings, actually last week we put all 3 up on Wednesday. 2 are already gone, 1 is left. We did have a showing yesterday that sounds like we're getting an offer. So 5634 Granollers Drive, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,597 square feet. We are actually going to be having an open house this Saturday, October 2nd from 11 to 3 p.m. Toll Brothers Townhomes, Summerlin South, in the Mesas. Honestly, I think these are the nicest townhomes in Summerlin.
I like them.
But yeah, open house Saturday from 11 to 3. Chris White will be there.
Chris White will be there. All right, so another big real estate news. Las Vegas area home prices rise 22.4% over last year in July, which is insane. But, we're ranked number 4. So there's other places in the nation, Phoenix, Seattle, Dallas, they are going higher than we are. But it is insane.
And these are large cities. I think some of the smaller cities are even higher than this.
Yeah.
I think this particular article was more about the large cities, but Boise, Idaho.
There's
Reno.
And are you guys seeing is it people coming in from California?
Oh, yeah. Every showing, it's like, oh, where are you from? And I'm kind of like
waiting.
Asking, but
what part of California?
Yeah.
Basically, what part of California?
It's California.
Yeah, that's what you hear kind of. Or I know folks in Austin that talk about, people moving from California and from New York and so on. And just because you realize they don't have to be in those big cities anymore.
Yeah, Austin's blowing
up.
Austin's been blowing up for 15 years. But
yeah.
But I'm surprised there's not a bowl in Austin. Or
we've looked at it. We've looked at it. It's possible.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'd like to do that. Yeah.
Interesting.
So also, this is something we were chatting about. The Cosmopolitan just sold for $5.65 billion to MGM Resorts. So what was it? How long ago? A month ago, 2 months ago, that Venetian Palazzo sold for about $6 billion.
Which is it's amazing. Venetian Palazzo is 7,000 rooms and a giant convention center, and
the Sands Convention Center is huge.
2 casinos and the Grand Canal shops and all that. And it sold for $6 billion, and then Cosmopolitan just sold for almost $6 billion. Yeah, and it's a beautiful, amazing.
And it's a little independent property,
but it's 3,000 rooms and 1 casino, and it's tells you location. It's very strategically important for MGM between Bellagio and City Center. But that has to be the rationale.
Even with that, I feel like everybody I talk to from out of town wants to go to the Cosmopolitan. Yeah. They always mention the Cosmopolitan. Yeah. Like, I'm going to get a drink at the Champagne Bar. I'm going to go to such and such. I'm going to go to, what is it? What's the Japanese place in there, which I love? I can't even think of it. Friends? Is it Friends?
No. You're thinking of Best Friend. That's in Park MGM, which is also really good.
Yeah.
It's Momofuku.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, love Momofuku. But yeah, Cosmopolitan, $5.65 billion. That's a massive sale, and I guess it just tells you more about the fact that Vegas is back. Like, I think things are going to continue to grow, and it's just a crazy number, though. For Blackstone, it had to be a good day in their offices.
Yeah.
And Blackstone bought it at pretty much
they bought it for $1.8 billion. It's a $3 billion project they bought for $1.8 billion, and it's thrown off a huge amount of cash for them over the last few years. And now they're selling it at this premium. It's a really good deal.
Anything Blackstone touches turns to gold a lot of times.
So Goldstone. Pretty good.
So another thing is a big win for landowners. So the judge rules Las Vegas took 35 acres on Badlands. So we all used to golf at Badlands. It was probably the hardest golf course in all of Las Vegas. And so EHB had purchased the land. This is a huge golf course, 27 holes right next to the Queensridge Towers. So he bought the land, and a lot of people got really angry and stopped him pretty much from building homes and condos. So this is one of, I believe, 4 different court cases right now. So this one looks like it's going to move forward. They're going to build the condo building.
Condo buildings, yeah.
And not on top of people's homes, but that's the big reason why this has been delayed. Is there's some like the Fertitas have a home in there.
There's some beautiful homes on
like
the
there's some
angry
big,
people who had golf course front property.
yeah. So this is actually pretty big news. But yeah, 35 acres of the 200 and something plus acres are actually sounding like they're going to have the condo building built. It's a good location.
It is.
It's like it's a perfect.
It's perfect location.
Yeah. So moving on from that, this is interesting. Like
super weird.
Yeah.
Cool. But it's cool. I mean, I'm sorry for the weird comment, but it's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be a community-based farming facility in the west side of Las Vegas.
Yeah, and I think the cool thing about it is they're aiming to tackle food insecurity and help people that are in need. So that is an interesting part of the project. But the location's kind of a surprise.
Yeah,
but,
I was like, huh?
Hey, it was definitely a surprise to see. But you know what? It's good. Everybody needs help, and it's nice that they're doing something, including the community and helping people with food insecurity.
No, food insecurity is a major issue
in Vegas, especially.
In
Vegas,
Southern Nevada, big time
for sure.
And so this. Yeah, I agree. Farming, and you don't think about farming.
You don't think about farming in the west side of Las Vegas. So I was like, what? But it's great. If they can get it going, it's going to be great.
There's so many great projects that are in the city tackling that. Between
3 Square is amazing.
3 Square, the Just One project.
Help of Southern Nevada.
Yeah, the Help of Southern Nevada. They do amazing work.
Junior League of Las Vegas.
Junior League. Yes. And then this will just be, hopefully this will be continuation, help us get closer to minimizing that problem.
No, it seems like to be a major problem for sure. And I actually talked to somebody at 3 Square. They were giving me some stats, and I was dumbfounded. I had no idea, and I felt really kind of surprised by the fact that it's a huge problem here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 Square. I'm a big. Have you ever been through there? Have you volunteered there?
Yeah,
it's actually really amazing to watch how many kids they can feed, or I think it's kids and families, not just kids, but. We put together something like 1,000 lunches in a day. Is incredible. So moving on, next week, First Friday. What do you got about that, Jack?
First Friday. It's the first Friday they do it. Big typist festival. They do it every first Friday every month here in Las Vegas. This First Friday is celebrating their 19th anniversary, which is great. And what they're going to do special here is they're going to honor all the victims from October 1.
And it's taking place on October 1st, so tomorrow. And actually, they're going to do a remembrance at 10:01 p.m.
Mayor's going to be there.
Is she? Sorry,
yes.
I still have the old mayor in my head.
Oscar, you think of Oscar, but it's Carol.
Yeah. It's Carol. Of course, so if you haven't been to First Friday, honestly, it's loads of fun. It's art, music. It's great.
Takes place tomorrow from 5 to 11.
Yeah, and besides that, DJ Diesel,
Shaq, the Shaquille O'Neal Foundation. The event is going to be at the MGM Garden Arena. This is great for Brendan. It's going to be this Saturday. His favorite artist, Justin Bieber, will be performing along with Imagine Dragons, Snoop Dogg, Kelly Clarkson, and of course, DJ Diesel, which is Shaquille O'Neal.
Which I learned today. I actually had no idea that DJ Diesel was Shaquille O'Neal, but this is actually kind of a nice little mix of different artists.
And his foundation creates pathways for underserved youth, helping them achieve their full potential.
Yeah, and have you met Shaq before?
I haven't met him. I've seen him.
I did an event with him years ago, and he's got a lot of foundations and events that he does for charity. He is massive.
He's a massive man.
He's huge.
He's huge. Yeah. He got out of his chair, and I was still looking up as he was getting up. I was like, hello.
You were looking up as he was sitting down, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So moving on. So, of course, our favorite website, Eater.
Las Vegas.
There's a... What is going on with this thing?
Psychedelic Palm Springs vibe.
Yeah.
It is called Peyote. Okay. It is, it just looks really, really cool. The food looks great. I mean,
Total
look at
Palm Springs vibe. Yeah. It's at the Ferguson's, which is that curly Mack truck.
Yeah. Container Park.
Yeah. This was, I believe it was a Japanese restaurant before, and they decided to change the whole venue up. But the food looks incredible. Actually, that steak I wish I had right now. But yeah, Peyote, check it out. Ferguson's downtown. If you haven't been there, it's a really cool... Really cool place. The coffee shop, what is that? Mothership Coffee.
Yeah,
which is awesome coffee. But it's just a really great venue. Honestly, downtown anywhere. Like we've just
It's
keep
been
adding.
great.
I've been here since '09. Like there's like thousands of additional venues or places to eat. It's endless.
Well, people always bag on Las Vegas that it has no soul. Kind of it's not really urban and so on. But what's happened down on Fremont Street and First and Container Park and everything definitely is goes against that completely.
Yeah.
It feels really like an actual place.
And
like a little arts district. They got all these little, it's really cool.
And what's happening with the breweries down there on the main street and everything, it's really it's made Vegas that much more special.
And since you moved here, between the Smith, remember they're like, oh, there's no venue, so the Smith Center, like everything Tony Hsieh did to kind of be the impetus for downtown, the Arts District, which is kind of even separate from Tony Hsieh's whole thing, where there's a lot of people who are really passionate about the Arts District. And then you go west, and we have downtown Summerlin. It's just literally every day I just laugh. I'm like,
more and more building.
My parents come into town, and it's been 6 months, and they're like, what is that?
Yeah.
Well, that's 2 new warehouses. They're like, great.
Yeah, no, and even in my neck of the woods with the Uncommons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
Really
that's
excited for
incredible.
that.
That
I'm
looks
excited for that.
incredible.
Yeah.
That really does look
And the
incredible.
whole market hall they have in there, they're going to have it reminds me of what New York did about 10 years ago, where they added these inside kind of mess halls where they have like ramen, sushi. I'm going to pick every Japanese food.
Yes. I think Brennan likes that kind
I'll
of
take
food.
Japanese all day long. Yeah, and of course, we want to absolutely remind everybody that you text VIP to 702-553-1955. Get on our VIP list. We're going to connect you with different businesses in town, different events, sports, anything Vegas. And of course,
Text DINE if you want drink specials, food specials. This is where you text. Text DINE to 702-553-1955.
and as always, every Monday we do a market update. Text market 702-553-1955. Every Monday we give you the update on the market. That's why when Chris asks us, hey, what's going on with the market, we always know the numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
So every Monday, of course, we send that out. You guys are the first to know before anybody. And
Don't forget.
It's 702-553-1955.
1955. That's it.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Perfect.
See, Chris
And
knows.
don't forget, if you want to get on this Raiders game, it is text Raiders to what number, Chris?
702-553-1955.
Yes,
See,
sir.
see,
There we go.
Chris is on the list.
He's
Chris
on
is
it.
on the list. Hey, as always, a pleasure to see you, Chris.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you guys for coming.
We appreciate
The
it.
Brooklyn Bowl is ridiculous. Get your butt down here. Check out a concert. Come here. Get a beer. Grab some food. Don't forget, you don't have to come here for a concert, too. If you're just in the area, come in, get a beer, have some food, just enjoy the space, and go bowling, of course.
Yeah.
I am a horrible bowler, so if you ever want to beat somebody in bowling, call me. I'll go with you.
And Chris, we're going to have to get him to come down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
Yeah.
It
You
does.
have no excuse.
No, it absolutely has
Absolutely.
to happen. But thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And
Thank you,
hey,
sir.
guys, check out Brooklyn Bowl. There's no reason you shouldn't. It's an amazing venue, amazing place to go. And we can come at 5, bowl, eat, see a show, and then stay afterwards. Chris would be
Have some
very
more,
happy.
yeah.
And
Have some more drinks,
book
some
your
food.
holiday parties, too.
And book
Yeah.
your holiday party.
Absolutely. All right, guys, have a good one. See you next time.
See you next time.
Thank you.